And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. Couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Commanders and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a big one here between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong. I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor, down to about the 22 here. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. That one complete out to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
This defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Watson steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are. Have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Watson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Trey McBride.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have moved out in front.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic play, but still well short of the first.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be
they'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack, and it's over on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Watson on first down. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Watson down to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Here's Watson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Braxton Berrios. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return across midfield and the 46-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
There he goes, left side.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field, you're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's blocked it. Peyton Turner able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Steps away. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And Dixon over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they're down to the 29-yard line.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles.
Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. He'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They run once more with Taylor.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not getting the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
The
Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this... Week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handoff up the middle. Hunt.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Watson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a toss running left. Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will be set up now as he brings us along back inside the 20. And out now come the Eagles.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
107 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes
Left side to Lamb.
and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Watson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Watson now to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move to his left.
He's got this downfield to McBride.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes able to hit his target, Lamb.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And again, it's Mahomes.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Mahomes' throw complete to McBride.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Watson on first down. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Mahomes now on first down.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he was a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to knock him down short. Maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now Mahomes completes it to Dixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, you do read man coverage, Brandon. The drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Eric Ezukama there to make the grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And Eric Ezukama closed things out with a touchdown grab.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On first down, Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurt, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Washington offense heading out. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
From the 27, Mahomes.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Eric Azukama
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Eric Azukama closed things out with a touchdown grab.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Watson on first down.
They'll find the tight end Sullivan complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's caught. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Being chased out left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here's Watson.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now Watson.
And able to connect with Barrios.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Watson's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.